So, for those of you who have not seen this game yet, this is a big spoiler coming out. Oh, spoiler not for the plot exactly. I mean, yes, there's that too, but in the long run, in the grand scheme of things, it's pretty minor. What's fascinating though is how they
Time
handle
is
the
an odd
stage.
thing. I left Karnaca decades ago, excited about
Good
all the
grief,
dumb
Lions.
wall might hold.
Very well. Play
I
recklessly, try to
remember
stop
falling
killing.
in love with Jessamine, watching her crowned as Empress, Emily's birth, the rat plague, then Jessamine's death and another coronation. Now all this, back in the city where I was born. Stilton's home hides a mystery, but I'll tear it apart brick by brick to learn the secret of Delilah's immortality, as long as it ends with her in chains. She might have pulled herself up from nothing, but I ran out of sympathy for tyrants and witches a long time ago. All I want is to put an end to Delilah's reign and make sure Emily is safe. One more time.
I think I might be on chapter 6. I'm not completely sure. Last time we skipped the Dust District. This time, since I'm perfectly
Definitely
expecting
odd.
to spend
Something
more time,
shifted.
I decided to go back and actually do it properly. I say do it properly, but we still skip some of the stuff because I just freaking bumbled my way through. Okay, so first thing you notice about this place is...
This place is cursed, cracked. I can feel the void seeping in.
And that means no powers.
I know you think I don't belong here. Insufferable.
Is that Stilton?
Stilton, I'm gonna steal your bread.
The Duke is paying the Howlers to drop food for Stilton.
Okay, this is gonna turn into a fine mess, but just for you, chat. All of you. My dear phantoms want to turn me into a true phantom now.
We'll be getting started soon. Our Duke's beloved is coming back.
Okay, so this is Aramis Stilton. A baron who was born just a regular worker. I think he was a baron anyway. He became rich. He got in close with some powerful people, including the former Duke.
But the deer had faces.
He looked out for his workers. He made friends with Megan, who we also know as... Wait, I already spoiled that twice. Hi there,
3
outsider.
years ago, something inside Aramis Stilton snapped like a cheap lock. A part of him and a part of this house never left that evening. The Duke's inner circle are still gathered here, setting their grand plan into motion. Delilah's plan. And a part of Aramis Stilton is always here, still breaking. The Void is not exactly a place, and it's much older and stranger than you could ever know. It watches you from within. And at the heart of Stilton's house, the Void is leaking through a pinprick left behind by Delilah's little trick. Even magic is perverted here, and things don't work like they should.
Yeah, no powers.
Take this. Imagine it's a kind of timepiece. Go and watch the Duke and Delilah. See for yourself what they did.
I can still use my double jump though. Anyway, this thing is pretty cool. Unfortunately, the same button to open the lens is the interact button, so it gets a little annoying at times, but yeah, time travel, baby.
There are whales down in the mines. I hear them howling to one another.
Oh yes,
By
and
the
you keep this
void.
lens out, you can see the present.
The Duke is demanding refreshments, and I can't get in without the combination.
There's a note on the door, Captain Wonderful.
What? He's out back. I need the code to the study.
It's in his notebook, ma'am. But he keeps it.
Ooh.
Thank you, Corporal.
Okay, you said play recklessly, so let's get ready to die.
I got my ass chewed out by the royal curator. What's her name?
talking about Brianna Ashworth, I believe.
I want to hear them talk, though.
She's an odd one. Anyway, keep up the good work.
Thank you, Captain.
Okay, so let's see. Let's replace Blink, because it's not usable in this whole place, with the timepiece. Let's put my few sleep darts up there so I can make use of that. I guess I scare people away with stinging bolts. I have 1 stun mine left. Wish I'd picked up some more before I came in here. This is gonna suck. You can't unlock this because you need the master
only way
key.
out of here is through the present, using this timepiece.
Yes, you do this. Step forward. Steal the poor man's food. And now here we are.
Lieutenant?
Oh yeah, your bone charms also work,
Student
so
had
any
taste
buffs from that.
before lunacy took his mind.
Oh, hey, wait. There's money. And also some food. Okay, we're playing recklessly. Let's go.
Hello? Who's there?
Whoop.
You aren't going anywhere.
I messed that up. I was supposed to slide in there and punch him, but like that. Holy crap, lots of people are shooting me. Parry. Knock him off balance. Oh. I did try. That wasn't my fault. I mean, yes, it was totally my fault, but I also blame her. Yeah, thankfully passive power still works, so I can still block bullets. Dang, she shot his head off.
Hey, someone Let's go! This head of yours is worth a
Oi! Stop killing your own allies! You complete nincompoops. Are you running? Oh. I'm gonna run out of healing at this point. Oh, if I'd blocked that wrong, I would have died. Bullets, because of course I need them for a non-lethal segment. Ooh, thank you for the food. When the lens is messed up like that, that means that I'm going to teleport into a wall, and the game won't actually let me do that. If you try to teleport into a wall, it does this. Anyway, bit more loot, excuse me. Let's see, I believe this one. This is the only one that matters. Oh crap. It's not actually a double jump, it's a like a jump with like 2 segments. So if you're already in the air, you can't get a second jump. Alright. The heart still works, it can still trace out bone charms. Do some kind of poem or song. What's our new bone charm do? Combustion. Your grenades inflict slightly more damage. Too bad I don't have a non-lethal grenade. The stun mine is really cool though, it is so strong. Well, when you have them. Throw all the bone charms into a pot and make a nice bone broth? I can make a nicer bone charm, but I can't make a nice bone broth. I say nicer, but it looks kind of weird with all the little extra segments. Anyway, let's go back to the pass. This button. Okay. Right, more reckless. I think being reckless gets me a little lost in here, though. Because, like, I can't remember to get through some of these doors, for example. Sleep darts! I don't know why I decided to go Back to the Future when I could have just... Hey. More money. Sorry, these are individual points. Should I be picking this up? Oi. What? What was this? I don't remember. Ah, yes. This statue is blocking the way.
I might be able to get around that, going back into the past.
Well, no one's gonna take care of this now. New health potion. Useful, useful. Let's see what it say. Do not touch the statue. Fernando, do not try to move the statue by yourself. It is heavy and unstable. We'll wait for Jamie to come back and do it together. I know you meant good by putting it in the hall, but Mr. Stilton is not the type who enjoys contemplating his own face over dinner. Also, the bust was a gift from the Duke's father, the late Duke Theodonis. Sad memories for Mr. Stilton. Oh, picture. Jeez. The weepers and the rats. I think this is money? Again, I do not know how to open these cabinets. I'm not sure if Corvo or Emily know how to open it. Hey, Your Majesty. How about you grab some stuff from your safe? Oh, okay. Smash. Okay, they can open a safe. But glass? Not so much. Oh, we're full on ammo. Okay, that's a masterwork upgrade for... looks like a pistol? Something about a firing mechanism. Anyway, back to the future. I mean the present. This thing is still here, which means we can just walk right through here. Okay, what do we have here? Any goodies? It's gotta be goodies. There's always goodies. Bone charm over there. I want the runes more than the bone charms. But they're all useful stuff. All useful. I don't think it's there in the past, right? I mean, yeah, it's not. Oh, there are no bone charms in the past? That's
I wonder what I was doing in Dunwall on this night. Or what I am doing.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Aramis was working with that lady who was working the soup kitchen. Man, Stilton was such a nice guy. Like, look at this. He was trying to fashion and like masks for the miners. You know, keep them from choking down all that dust and all the other stuff. He wants to begin building these immediately for all the working crews. You know, it kind of sucks, right? He was a good guy. He worked hard. He looked after other people even as he became rich. And what happened to him? He got to see his friend's son grow up into a complete arsehat, ruin the city, and then perform some kind of shady ritual in his own home. And he lost his mind. Again, I don't think the ritual looked like it could have ruined his mind, but you know, it's magic. It doesn't have to explain anything. Oh, we have more sleep darts. Let's start using them in battle. In saying like this, good people tend not to do too well. You're right, and I hate it. It's the bad people that should have crazy stuff happen. Actually, no, the bad people have crazy stuff happen to them all the time. So the High Overseer of the first game, you know how you deal with him non-lethally? You find this brand that basically says, this guy is complete heretical a-hole. Do not help him or else you'll be considered criminal. You get this, you stick on his face. That's right, a red-hot brand. And then, you leave him alone. People will find him in the streets. They will not give him shelter. They will not give him food. He's starving. He's begging. His old brothers-in-arms won't even look at him, and none of them even question how he was excommunicated. And later you find him in the game as a weeper. Basically, a plague-ridden zombie whose only objective in life left is to spread the plague. It sucks. Yeah, the Pendleton brothers. I believe you could take them out without ever meeting them by doing some like nasty stuff or something. I don't remember what exactly you had to do to get it to happen. What happens to them? They get their head shaved, they get their tongues cut off. You don't see any of this, of course. And they get sent off to work in their own mines where no one will recognize their own boss. Okay, well, broadcasting his sins to everyone, that was super nice compared to all the other non-lethal stuff. Like, I mean, I feel like most of those other ones were completely horrible, but that one, it's like, shoot, dude got it coming. You know what his sin was? Well, they didn't even mention the part where he, you know, had the Empress murdered and blamed it on her bodyguard. Although, to be fair, Corvo kind of slept with the Empress, so, you know, I feel like that's not something bodyguards should be doing. But anyway, oh yeah, that's kind of a spoiler in the first game, because they never explicitly tell you that Corvo is Emily's father. But in this game, she straight up calls him father. But yeah, so the sin you broadcast is basically revealing to all of Dunwall, or at least Dunwall Tower, that the Royal Spy Master decided that he was going to get rid of the poor by bringing plague rats. Guess what? The plague rats multiply. The plague got out of hand. Go figure. That's why Dunwall was dealing with the rat plague. That's why everything went to crap. Because some dude got the brilliant idea to deal with the poor by unleashing plague rats from the Nightmare Continent. The Pendician continent is just full of terrible things. Blood flies, believed to come from there. The flesh-eating plague rats came from there. And some of the stuff that you see in, like, Sokolov's books, jeez. The place is nasty. I have no idea what's there. It's just all kinds of terrible, and I still don't know how to get through here. No key. Okay, bone charm there. I can't. Oh, this is how you get to it. Crawl under the desk. Lady Boyle one? Okay, maybe it's because I've never quite been in that kind of situation. It doesn't... I mean, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But, you know, it's like... I guess because I can't relate as strongly, I've never had to deal with a stalker. And I know stalkers do some pretty horrifying things. But compared to, like, you know... getting your tongue cut out and, like, being shoved in a place where... Admittedly, it's probably your fault if the people there weren't treated well. But, you know, being forced to work in a place that should belong to you, but you're, like, treated as the lowliest scum, that's pretty horrifying. That said, for Lady Boyle, she gets turned over to her stalker, who says something along the lines of, she doesn't love me yet, but she'll have a long time to change her mind. The outsider all but says... Okay, in the first game, the outsider actually changes what he says depending on if you've taken care of the target yet, and then afterwards, if you go to if you don't talk to him, if you don't go to a shrine until after you do the thing, he'll say something different depending on whether you took them out lethally or non-lethally, I think. But if you talk to him beforehand, he says either she dies here tonight, or she'll live out the rest of her days in isolation. She never gets away from her stalker, according to what the outsider says. It's a little terrifying. Anyway, we got something going on. I think I can sense magic. Okay, can you take care of this dead hound? No, Jamie, what have I done? Let me explain before you take action. You know about my ongoing serigraph project, right? Well, I came across this dead hound and I thought, how perfect for my art! So I brought it home. But then I noticed some suspicious swelling across the ribcage. What if it's bloodfly larva? It's bloodfly larvas. Burn it, I suppose. Forgive me dumping this in your hands, but you're so capable. Well, Jamie never got around to it. I'm not sure if Jamie's dead or not. Anyway, we pick up the dead wolfhound. We open this. Oh, sorry, no. We, wait for the thing to finish burning, and then we open that. I don't know we're supposed to know the safe combination, but we don't need the safe combination. Because what we can do instead is throw this in, burn the body, lo and behold, let's see, 2, 3, 8. Two, 3, 8. Another black bone charm. What do you have? Mind Runner. This is not one I'm familiar with. Let's see, what does that do? So many charms. Your possessed human host can sprint! Yes! Remember that the bone charms are randomly populated across the game, and plus I miss so many of them. What this does is that when I'm possessing a human host, I don't just slowly walk around. I could run. That's great. Okay, let's see. Let's remove some of these really situational ones. Black bone charms have unique effects. You can't break them down and recombine them. You can't break them down. It'll get you a lot of whalebone, but you can't like recreate them. Anyway, silver ingot. Some more money, more money. Alright. There's no more hive here because we dealt with the body that produced all that crap. Whalebone. Hey, we got through the door. More blood flies in here though. Right, I was supposed to be going recklessly. Why am I? Oh shoot. Oh, what's with the kill cam? Shoot, I haven't seen that all game and suddenly kill cam? Man, what are they still doing here? Pretty lights! Yeah, there's a bit of a shotgun flak.
Why are you hiding?
Jeez.
There's an energy in the air near this place.
This pistol is so cool. Everyone else is running single shots. I have a... It's like a 2 or 3 round magazine, but then you just sort of flip it to reload it. Anyway, this is one of those keepers. Their voice sounds scary even. Wait, we don't need to do this. Do we? Nope. If you jump high enough, even with a double jump, you can just smack them like that. I wonder if I can do that in combat, actually. That might be useful. Especially if I'm trying not to keep killing. Door is blocked. How do I get there? The blood flies are kind of terrifying. They lay their larvae and dead bodies. They create these glowing hives. They produce a valuable amber. The way that... You know, I don't know if I've shown you guys how a body looks when they sting the crap out of it. Like, you drop a dead body there, and then, like, the body, like, gets lifted in the air slightly from, like, how much they're stinging the crap out of it. And what happens once your bloodfly larva gets to a bad stage? You turn into this rasping zombie who's devoting the last of your life to taking care of the hive. Like I said, Nightmare Continent. And the thing is, as far as I'm aware, the only thing in the Dishonored world is you got the 4 isles of the Empire, and then you have the Panacea continent, which is way bigger than the isles. The cartographers don't like to draw it that big because it makes people think of how insignificant they really are. Anyway, drag out. Oh, I didn't get all of them. Wasting so much ammo, but I'm not killing people anyway. Oh, you manually reload by pressing square. I forgot about that. Hi?
Nothing I can do about it.
You're freaky, buddy.
You shouldn't have come here.
Can I parry? Oh crap, oh crap. Oh jeez, this is so creepy. Let's see if we can do the knockout in combat.
I'll stop you.
Oh, there's not enough elevation here, but I think we can. Nope. Oof. There's not enough ceiling space. I can't even be short.
You die now.
Okay, we'll just slam into his shins and knock him out that way. Or try to. I am just jumping on him. If anyone asks, you could say that one of the things Phantasma Knight does for fun is jump zombies' bones. Taking out of context, it would sound absolutely horrifying. What it really means is that I like playing Dishonored, but you know. If you want, I'm giving you ammo to use against me. A good knight commander entrusts his his back to his fellow knights, right? Of course, I keep calling you all phantoms and not knights, so, no honor mandatory. Sometimes when they ragdoll to the ground the worst way possible, and you wonder, like, you're gonna have back pains? Are you gonna survive that? Bone charm nearby. Oh shoot, how did I get to that one? There are guards walking over the place, and you know, you can't mess with them. Just like in, what was it, Titanfall 2? You can disappear off into another time period, and they just start freaking out and running around. I don't know how to... Actually, let's do this. Now, watch them panic.
What was it? Looked like...
Watch him panic. I have no excuse for dying here, but you know I'm gonna manage it somehow. They got their swords out. The guy's having trouble with the stairs. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the guard officers. They are defeated by only a few things, stairs among them. I had something to pickpocket. I'm not sure if it was just, it was probably just ammo. I hate that the interact button is also... Okay. This guy wasn't alerted earlier.
Right, boys?
Yes! Yes, sir. Right, sir. Aye, aye, sir. Whatever you say, sir. So, random thought here. So, in boot camp, they constantly tell you to respond when they say something. And you're supposed to, like, shout, or as they say, scream, aye, aye, sir! Once you're out, you can say aye, sir, and they're generally okay with that. But you're supposed to say aye, aye, sir, and you're supposed to say it loud. Like, sometimes when you don't respond or you don't respond fast enough, you know what they say? Oh crap, I got teleport. They'll say something like, respond, say something. Yes, sir, no, sir, fuck you, sir. I'm like, what if someone was ballsy enough to take that third option? What would they do? I once knocked off a drill instructor's hat. I swerved it on purpose. Like, I mean, I wasn't ballsy enough to do it directly, but they were, like, forcing me to do jumping jacks, and I just kind of didn't avoid the drill instructor who was walking close. So, I mean, this might be a different case, because, like, you know, you say F you, sir. You're being belligerent, of course. But in my case, you know, I almost smacked the guy because I knocked off his hat. I was that close to him. He immediately slammed me into the wall. Yeah, lesson learned. Don't be a douche even when you're slowly losing your patience. And your sanity. I was never cut out for those kind of environments. Not because I'm one of those people who would, you know, knock down a drill instructor who dares order me around. Not any of that stuff, but because I have a temper, and at first it's all just fear, you know? I'm afraid of everything. I'm afraid of getting caught, of getting yelled at, of getting in trouble. But you keep me somewhere long enough, I start getting pissed off. The fear gives way to anger. Eventually, I will move to the dark side and gain powers, but I'm not force sensitive, so it just stops like anger. Cheesecake, I also cry. Sometimes I cry out of anger and it makes me look really, really childish. I do not like getting smacked in the back of the head. The luxury of saying that, though.
It'd be easier if we could open the door and get closer. You sure the combination
Yeah,
you
I
saw
got 2
doesn't
bullets.
work?
I got a glimpse of Stilton's notebook last month, but he must have changed the combination since then.
Damn. What are they doing?
Black magic bullcrap.
Come on, someone could show up any minute.
Someone might show up right
Stop
now.
crying. For once, something interesting is happening. If a bunch of drunk aristocrats are having an orgy, I don't want to miss it.
Is that what you want to see? Stop killing your allies, you stupid. You would think I learned my lesson by now. What I should do is, as soon as I have them grab, I throw them to the side so that I could kick them and knock them out that way. Instead, I block their bullet.
Did you hear that? Hey, who is?
Oh, I can't do the slide thing animation on the stairs, I guess. Let's see if I could. Oh, that was a kick. Ooh, that was a stab. Let's try to fight these guys normally. Well, not quite normally. I'd be slashing away if I was fighting them normally. Oh, that guy threw a rocket at his buddy. Okay, so that's one guy knocked out. This guy we knocked out the normal way. Oh. Oh, that's how we're going, huh? Okay, Nico. Okay, so I don't really intend to play this game again on stream. This used to be one of the games that I would just play whenever I didn't feel like doing anything, but since I'm not planning to play it again on stream, like, I know I've missed out on a whole bunch of stuff, but some big things I need to show you guys. First up, let's save before I do anything royally stupid. Let's do a regular save just in case.
The Grand Guard was protecting Stilton back then.
Yeah, nice of them, isn't it? Okay, first we're gonna go about this a reckless way.
Really go for a whiskey or something. Maybe one of them 2-penny drinks. Let's just go.
Okay, let's. I don't know if risky will work, but let's go risky.
Someone is asking for trouble over
Hi there. Okay. Anyway, I was asked to change the combination to the study doors, so let's focus on something else. Old memories. 2. The coins in my pocket when I left Morley and came to Karnaca. 1 coin for each week until I take another boat and join you, my mother said, but then she never came. 7. My birth month. I'm probably the only person who knows the date since Theodanis passed away. 1. The number painted on my lunch bucket when I worked the mines. I was just a kid, but it feels like yesterday. 271. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna skip to the next part, and then we're gonna load, because I want to show you guys something very fascinating. Something that never occurred to me the first time, and something that I never would have guessed. For now, I'm gonna show you the scene I saw the first time I went through this game, and how annoyed I was when, I thought I was gonna get more information, you know, but it was just on like what happened here and like what happened to Stilton to make him lose his mind. And I mean, I don't think there is much more information, but it's just I don't like what I saw, okay? And you get to see it too. Because I'm complaining about it so much, you guys might not feel anything. Anyway, everything's messed up here. Can I steal loot?
Maybe the overseers are right for wanting to burn this place to the ground.
The overseers also kind of want to execute all witches,
Things
including
seem to be the
you,
worst
but...
here. The 2 times are overlapping somehow.
Yep, can't use this thing.
Welcome again to my house. Let's get this
Kieran
over.
Jindosh, Duke Luca Bell, Curator
What we're
Brianna
about to
Ashworth,
attempt has never been done.
and
Beyond
oh
my
wow,
understanding, and certainly beyond yours. If anyone has any doubts,
Dr. Hypatia as the
set
Crown
them
Killer.
aside now.
This defies rational understanding. It's the frayed edge where natural philosophy crosses over into something else.
Yes, I can feel it. We risk madness.
The more I hear, the more I think this is ill-advised.
The only sane man in a
Wants
room
to
full of
speak
cultists.
with the dead. If this Delilah really was killed or banished from the world, what if she's lost her mind?
Delilah's stronger than before. The Duke and I have heard her voice, whispering to us. And now it's time. So take your positions.
Sorry, I'm looking for another bottle of Soylent. I had a proper meal, but I didn't give myself any time to eat it, so... Yeah. I wonder if I can still leave the room at this point. I wonder if I could still rectify what happened. Whatever. I don't know. I'm not going to do that much heavy experimenting, but I will show you guys what I mean later. For now...
Focus on the void behind the world. You can feel her power, can't you?
By the stars, this is more exciting than any orgy I've ever attended.
Well, for that line, I want to stab you.
We can't really.
I can't holster my... Oh, there we go.
From the cold. From forever.
How curious. It seems to have worked.
My spirit is safe now, inside this thing.
This is why she can't be killed. She's a lich. That's her phylactery.
Lock it away.
I can still see the insides. One has become a stone, the other reforged and marked by the one whose eyes are black.
Poor Aramis. I feel obliged to take care of him out of loyalty to my father.
Wait. You are hidden, but I know who you are. I know when you are. You've come to watch me return, and someday I'll come for you.
The void beyond the world is strange. I won't ever understand all I've seen.
Focus on the void behind the world. You can feel
That's all it
her
is.
power, can't you?
That's what happened to...
This is more exciting than
Shut up! Shut up! Stop saying that!
Wait, wait. We can't really.
Okay, you know what? Maybe we can still stop it. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I thought that it, like, that was it. There was nothing I could do, but I think there is something I can still do.
Where is he?
Oh crap. One moment. My hands are occupied. Alright. Why did I put the player on loop? I don't know. Ask the void. Ask the outsider. The void is weird, okay? It's always on loop.
Hey, who is?
Come on. There we go. Okay, so we didn't quite see it, but what was supposed to happen was we were supposed to go over there and, you know, Aramis is
Won't hurt ya.
like trying to be polite, but he's also terrified because of this masked weirdo that came running up to him. And then he starts calling for the guards and so on. Like pretty much every other civilian, I think.
Show yourself.
I saw you. No use
Ooh.
hiding.
10 coins. Where is he now? Is he gone? Did you guys both just shoot him in the back of the head? Oh, I can block rocks.
Damn you!
What are you waiting for?
Okay, if we can't find Stilton, then this won't do anything. Stilton, where'd you go, buddy? I'm trying to save you from utter insanity. Is it too late? Are you doomed? Well, if you're doomed, then we're gonna play around with powers a bit more before I load. Okay, I think he's doomed. Let's play around with powers a bit more. Here we have time stop. Oh, you want to see friendly fire? I'll show you friendly fire. The game does something very interesting when you time stop, under certain circumstances. Let's try to get those conditions out, though. Whoa. Right. Combat's brutal. You decide to go all in. Where are you?
Hello?
Yes?
Anybody?
Hi? Yes.
Don't make me search the whole place.
Hi.
I don't have time for that.
Okay.
Your name.
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Come on. Point your gun at me. Oh, crap. Oh, there's no time stop. I'm an idiot. There's no time stop here because I can't use my powers. I guess I'll have to show you guys later. Okay, so what's supposed to happen is, if a guard has a gun out but they haven't fired yet, when you use time stop, they will fire just as it activates.
Grand Guard was protecting Stilton back then.
Can you guess where I'm going with that? If not, I will show you later. For now, though, all I can do is punch, kick, and shoot people.
He tugged on it nightly and ever so slightly.
Oh, crap.
Huh?
Well, it fails a perfect stealth run.
Just by looking at his shoes.
But it's pretty good for, keeping the alarm from going off. You know, I don't know if I probably missed the recording, but there was this recording about how, like, Stilton tried to get a manicure and, like, they did some weird stuff he didn't understand. Like, this is a man who is obsessed with trying to fit in with the nobility, you know? He buys a big piano even though he doesn't play it at all. He has it tuned up.
There's the notebook.
But he just doesn't fit in. He never feels like he fits in. I feel kind of sad for him.
May I live to see that day. Theo, forgive me.
Free food, yes.
When tonight is over, the Duke will have to trust me. I'll know his secrets too well.
Yeah,
Will
but
that
something.
make me too dangerous to keep around?
I just want to see
The
what
Duke
he
couldn't
says.
possibly touch me. This city is nothing without the mines. But perhaps...
Hi?
Who are you? Why are you in my house?
Why indeed? I think he's gonna start running.
This is to keep you from seeing whatever drove you into a nightmare tonight.
Da 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 da. Right, this was a combination.
What effect is knocking Stilton unconscious going to have on the present?
Oh, you want to see, Carvel? Do you want to see what will happen? Chat, I mentioned I'm going to show you all something very interesting, right? We're about to see it. Back inside the mansion. Decrepit place, right? All ruined, falling to pieces, sand piling up everywhere, weepers and bloodflies. Well, they're not weepers. Keepers and bloodflies everywhere. Right? Right? Hi there.
People don't hide their faces unless they're up to something bad.
That is true. Weird. It's not as brightly lit, but, it doesn't look like the place has fallen into disarray. How interesting, huh?
I wonder how much time I have before Mr. Stilton returns home. I want to beat out the rugs, but the dust makes him cough.
Too many years in the silver mines. But go ahead, he won't be back until very late tonight. He's throwing a party for one of the miners who's retiring.
They broke the mold when they made old Aramis Stilton.
Yeah, so true. It's really the man's heart that's made of silver.
Place isn't all glitzed up for, you know, special guests, but Stilton's sane, he's out on business. You know, still fighting the good fight, taking care of miners out there.
Starting to feel dodgy. That's no way to live.
Did I pick up the master key, or am I just still walking around with locked rooms everywhere? But yeah, this is a nice touch. I suppose it should have been obvious, but... Hi. Stilton, you would probably mind this, and I shouldn't do this, because it's rude, but... She's keeping your bed warm. What would be if I didn't put her in such an awkward position? Wait, this is his room, right? I want to see if I can find that recording. It was kind of sad, I need to know it, and I'm going to loot stuff because I can. Where is that thing? Ah, here we go. Hey! Oh.
Tonight, Duke of Bell and the others will drink my expensive whiskey and scheme. Jindosh will watch me like a cat with a half-chewed mouse.
No, we already listened to this one.
Will sneer about how conventional the rest of us are. Missing the obvious, she'll flirt for a while, then put me in my place. I'll sit on my anger, remembering what Theodanis meant to me. I'll tell myself I worked for I swung a pick in the mines, and now the fine folk are...
What will change in the present based on what I do here tonight?
Who am I to say it's nonsense? Whatever happens, I'll regret it. But afterward, Megan's coming.
That line, whatever happens, I'll regret. That's pretty much the only indication you have, that the only chance you have is to knock him out. And actually, that doesn't explain anything, because how are you supposed to know that he won't regret it if he's not around to see it, right? I hate it. I despise that.
There's something else you should know. The center of the manor is off limits tonight. Everything around the study.
What's so special?
A note from someone to someone. I'm not sure if we met these figures. Anyway, the rune. There's a bone charm over there, a rune on the other side. Still can't use my powers though. Place is still messed up. Ah, this is what I was thinking of. Letter from an architecture company. Good sir, we are writing to inquire about the finished work on your new office. Does everything meet with your expectations and approval? Are any adjustments needed? Have the workmen sufficiently cleaned up after their construction activities? Okay. Man is still trying to seem important. But I'm sure he's grown into those big shoes a little bit now. I wonder, is this his taste, or is this what he thinks the aristocrats like? Oh, money. Sorry, I can't stop looting. I can't. I can't. I can, but I can't. Every time I say otherwise, I seem to be lying to you a little bit, chat. I don't like lying to you, but I seem to be doing a lot. Why is this whole place blocked? Is this office not built yet? Wait, do I need to knock him out to get into this office? Wait, is this just solid rock wall? Construction plans. Huh, interesting. So I might not have been able to get that bone charm. Wait, what was the bone charm? I didn't even actually see.
Someone there.
Nope, nope, no one's here. No one is here, not even a little bit. Oh, hey. Tibian ore? Okay, rune over in the next rune, and another health potion. More loot? More loot? There's always more loot. There's always more loot. The thing about Dishonored is that I can never find the loot, no matter how hard I scour this game. No matter how hard I scour any of the games in the series, I cannot find even like 80% of the loot. It drives me absolutely bonkers, but I can't do it. And I don't have the patience to watch a guide for every little thing. Oh, crap.
What do you want? Run while you still can, stranger.
Oh, you're a construction worker. That's a giant wrench you've got. Does it even qualify as a wrench?
What?
Absolutely. Like, okay, so I haven't played Dishonored 1 in a very long time. I don't really intend to go back to it because Dishonored 2 made so many little improvements. I don't know if the stage is better. I don't know if the plot is better. But the gameplay is a massive improvement. And the fact that you have a new game plus where you can play around your powers, the first game did not have that. Anyway, so in the first stage, you're like escaping, right? At one point you go through the sewers, you can climb through the little tunnel, like above the door where a doorway would be. You can climb through there, and that's cool. After playing through the game a few times, one day I decided to like look at video where like how to find the coins. After you crouch, walk through that little tunnel above the doorway, you turn around, stand up, and on a little ledge there are more coins. I'm just like, how the frick? They're everywhere. It's ridiculous. It's like a game of I Spy with you blindfolded. Anyway, this is pretty cool. I don't know about the spit roasted croc thing though. Oh look, lizard that I can consume. Why can't I consume the rabbits? I can consume all the, like the lizards and the cooked rats and the cannons of jellied eels. Rotten figs that don't do anything for me, unless I have a specific bone charm, probably. Oh. F it, where's that thing? Okay, you know what? We need to use some toys. What do we have? What do we have? Wow, you know what? Let's save this.
You're so dead.
I did not block that. Well. Oh, come on. I need to take out one of these guys.
He's wounded. Let's finish him.
I lost another health potion because I decided not to just use up all my resources. Cool. Back off, all of you. I just want my loot. I'll leave. Here we go. Aramis can see I've been crying. Da 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 da. Yet another gallery has rejected my silvergraph images. Huh. So it seems like an artist is living here in this room, or maybe working here in this room. And I'm gonna assume that they made it big because, like, this place, like, I mean, it's a bit fancy, but some aspects of it makes me think, like, you know, what's it called? Tormented artists. All the junk scattered around. I mean, it's all equipment, but he's got so much equipment, and his stuff is thrown around. Unless that was the guards doing that. And then it goes to this. Like, I meant to create a set like this? This looks a little cleaner, a little more set up right. I'm hoping the guy did well. Or girl. Whatever they may identify as. Anyway, I think that's it for loot. Aramis stood and steady, not much would change. I couldn't find that audiograph that I want to hear one more time. Let's see, was it 217? No, 271. 2 coins in his pocket when he came to Karnaca. What was 7 again? I remember 1 was the number on his lunch bucket.
Seem to be the worst here. The 2 times are overlapping.
7 was his birth month. And he was saying...
Where's Stilton? I should never have kept him on just because he and my father were close.
What we're about to attempt has never been done.
Okay, same
It's
cutscene,
beyond my
otherwise.
understanding, and certainly beyond yours. If anyone has any doubts, set them aside now.
This defies rational understanding. It's the frayed edge where natural philosophy crosses over into something else.
Yes, I can feel it. We risk madness.
All of you, Delilah is your rightful empress. You owe her this.
Delilah's stronger than before. The Duke and I have heard her voice, whispering to us. And now it's time. So take your positions.
So I'm not sure what Jindosh's role in all this is. Brianna worked for Delilah and is one of her close confidants. Duke Loco Bell, you know what his whole deal is? He heard a voice whispering to him from his dreams or something like that, and decided to start simping for it. Delilah found a stupid, rich simp who also coincidentally managed to take advantage of Dr. Hypatia and her whole Jerko and Hyde dealio going on. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with Jindosh.
You can feel her power, can't you?
By the stars. This is more exciting than any orgy I've ever attended.
I hate that line.
Do it now!
Returned from the cold, from forever.
She lives.
How curious. It seems to have worked.
spirit is safe now, inside this thing. Luca, you must lock it away.
I thought we'd lost you.
Brianna, Luca, I will never abandon you. Wait. You are hidden, but I know who you are. I know when you are. You've come to watch me return, and someday I'll come for you.
Okay. You know what? Actually, I don't know if we have to stay for the whole thing. Let's get out.
The void beyond the world is strange. I won't ever understand all I've seen.
Back to the Dust District. Oh, come on. Okay, I see some rich loot there. How do I get out of this place?
Huh? What's going on? What?
Okay. Yay, 100 money.
Hey, don't you work in another excavation site?
Wait, this guy's money. He has money. 10 coins. Should I feel bad? Maybe I should feel bad. Wait, is that money? Okay, whoa. Okay, and you try to just charge out during the pass. Wow, you guys can just transition back, and then something else happens. Or I guess it doesn't. Not yet. Maybe. Hydrate, I would do so. Especially because we have a chance to do a cutscene. And I had just put my legs up. Fine, I'll put them back on the ground. Posture check. Stretch.
Look around you. A crumbling island at the very edges of the void. But this one is special. It's the place where my throat was cut 4,000 years ago. This is where my life ended, and where it began again. It's where they made me.
This part of the void feels older.
So, I don't remember the first one well either, but I like the second one more. I don't remember the stages in the first one were better. I don't know if the plot could be considered better. The non-lethal methods were kind of horrifying, but, like, the gameplay's better. You have so much more non-lethal options. You can do stuff like that whole sliding kick and knockout thing that I showed you. You have stun mines now. Some of the weapon upgrades are pretty cool. The fact that Emily... Well, I mean, Emily was always voiced. But the fact that Corvo is voiced now is great. Also, I like his new look. What else? This time trial mechanic for a one-off stage is pretty cool. The Clockwork Mansion was pretty cool. I had a habit of trying to knock people out, and it would often go wrong. Like, if you can afford to sneak around, that's great. But in my case, I often would try to knock people out to, you know, clear my patrol route. I don't know if this game is that puzzle heavy, but in terms of like finding bone charms and runes, definitely a little bit more. Because in the first one, as long as you had the heart, it was like, where's the thing? Go over there, you know? You see it on the rooftop of a building, just climb up there. Oh, I think I cut off mid-thought last time, but as far as I'm aware, you don't need any powers, not even the starting blink ability to get through the game, except for the water lock when you get back to Dunwall Tower. That area, you just cannot get up there without blink or double jump. But if you get double jump, then, well, one, that is get power, and it does fail your no powers run. And two, well, if you're gonna get double jump, why not just use the starting blink? Anyway, weird cultist stuff going on.
Right up until the end, I thought I'd find a way to escape. I fought, but the ropes only cut my skin, so I went limp. And then the knife touched my throat, and I knew I'd waited too long. The blood ran out, and I became a god. Now you know Delilah's secret. At the end of her days, she drifted to the void and should have been lost forever. But her will and cunning are second to none. She found this place, the island in the void where I became what I am. It changed her, and she discovered a way to draw from it, tapping into the power here. Delilah is a part of me now, and I don't like it.
I think the Outsider was more intimidating and mysterious in the first game. He's more emotive here. Another improvement from the first game is the fact that you have
to give Delilah credit. She tore out a piece of herself and hid it away, inside a thing made of bones. She's made herself immortal. If you want to kill Delilah, you're going to have to find her spirit and give it back to her. Reaching it won't be easy, but what comes after that might be the hardest thing you will ever have to do.
Okay, so let me finish the earlier thought. So, you have all of Corval's powers if you want to play as him again, but you have a whole new set of power in Emily. In addition, Corval has a new thing that Emily also has, bone charm crafting. That was not a thing in the first game. The corrupted bone charms, some of them showed up in Dowd's DLC, but they weren't in the main game. And the black bone charms, those are cool. Excuse me. Especially with some of the options they give you, like being able to sprint while possessing a human body. That's really neat. I don't remember that was in the first game. As for the god thing,
the world is full of secrets.
Yes, it is. So many secrets. So much hidden loot. That's the secret. So it kind of depends on how you define a god, really. Whether it's their powers, their responsibilities, their actions. The Outsider is a god in the sense that he's this seemingly immortal being who can't be killed, who watches everything, who can grant blessings, if that's how you want to look at them, at will. In some ways, he acts like a typical trickster god, you know? He's bored. He wants to see exciting things. He sees an interesting situation and decides to throw a wrench into the mix. He decides to brand people with his mark, give them powers, and all he asks of them is to keep things interesting. So, if you had to call him a god, then he's a trickster god.
Back to the skiff. Sokolov should be waiting.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, most gods don't really fit the Christian depiction of God, because like it's a single, all-powerful, all-knowing God who is benevolent. Now, I know some people might argue with it, judging from like how the stories play out, but like it's definitely not a So I remember in Fate Zero, I haven't watched it in a long time, maybe it's time to give it another watch, but I have no time for anything these days. At one point in Fate Zero, they have a discussion between 3 kings about what it means to be a king. I don't remember the exact details, but one guy made it seem like the people live for him, they live to serve him. You know, they raised him up, and it's his role to stand above them all. Another person said that their role was to be like, to hold themselves to a higher standard than everyone else. Hold themselves up to standards that other people would consider impossible. Unfortunately, that's what got them in trouble in the end, because the people looked at them and said, the king doesn't understand us. The king is not human. The last person was saying that a king is like the people, except larger in life. You fight better than everyone else, you laugh harder than everyone else, And I think of gods, Greek gods, in the same way. They are greater than everyone else, but when they whine, they kick up one heck of a tantrum. I mean, come on. How many people do you know?
She isn't one of us. Never seen her carrying a pick or a shovel.
What's going on here?
There's a rumor that she was in love with a miner. Someone who died in an accident. They say his body's still under the mountain, buried in silver.
I think Lucia Pastor just has a good heart and a strong will.
Well, if Stilton listens to what she has to say, instead of following every idiotic request coming from the Grand Palace, I won't complain.
Stilton's not a bad man. I bet things would be a lot worse without him running the mines.
For sure. Like, I mean, come on, the Greek gods. Someone decided to throw an apple of discord into the mix, and 3 goddesses, including the goddess of wisdom, decided to fight over it. Zeus decided to pick some random guy and it was like, hey, decide who gets this apple. And they all start trying to bribe him immediately. And, of course, what does this amazing judge use as his criteria for who gets the apple? Well, the bribe, of course. He picked the one who was like, I will give you the most beautiful woman in the world. And so Aphrodite told her son Eros, who we know as Cupid in Roman mythology, to go and shoot the most beautiful woman in the world with that arrow. They fall in love, and what happens? The Trojan War.
Maybe no one will even notice, but things have changed here for the better.
Why did the Trojan War happen? Because it turns out that the most beautiful woman in the world was already married. You dumb mother truckers. Everyone involved in that whole incident was an idiot. Frigging everyone. That's what I mean. Like, yeah, when I think of the Greek gods, that's one version of gods. They are larger in life. Their epic deeds are greater, but the epic failures are so much worse. Of course, not too many people can fail quite as bad as Oedipus Rex, and that guy was not a god.
It's like the Duke will keep taking, consuming until someone puts an end to it.
You're back. That was quick.
Notice anything different about Megan? Notice anything different about her number of limbs and eyes?
It must have been strange for you to be back here, Corvo. Changed by time, yet still the same.
How do you read his name? Odysseus? I mean, those names look pretty weird, especially if English is your first language.
Let's get back to the dreadful whale.
Yeah, so earlier Megan said that the night that Stilton disappeared, she basically tried to force her way in. The place was swarming with Grand Guard. Oh, she didn't say it. It was her recording. Or maybe she did say it. I don't remember. Maybe it was both. Anyway, she showed them what she was worth, but unfortunately paid a heavy price in the process. Well, if nothing happened to Stilton, then there was no reason for her to do what she did. And so, her limbs are here. Of course, for anyone who's seen Death of the Outsider, you might recall that she's packing some unusual equipment in that game.
Are you ready to leave? The dust is wreaking havoc on my throat.
Yes. I paid a visit to Vice Overseer Byrne. At least I think I did. And I've been to Stilton's house.
We killed 3. Oh, did better on the chaos side. Wait, I forgot to actually make use of Nico's Redeem and start killing everyone. Oh, I missed 2 runes. Oof.